You're watching K34QB, Vail, Colorado.
Happy Wednesday. Today is Wellness Wednesday. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. I've got Kevin Shields joining me here in the studio. We have lots of exciting things in store for you, all about your health and your wellness around the spiritual, the physical, the mental, and beyond. So very excited. Good Morning Vail starts now.
Things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good Morning Vail.
Well, good morning and thank you for tuning in to Good Morning Vail here on TV8. And we have, I was listening to Kim's opening and she said the word August, and boy, what a transition it has been from July to August. It's been booming, to say the least. If some of those thunderstorms have not kept you awake at night, it's been amazing to get up in the morning and smell some of that fresh air, especially after we've had that precipitation come down. Now, today is nothing out of the ordinary. 57 degrees as you get up today, 74 degrees is going to be the high today, so a nice temperature throughout the day, 50% chance of precipitation. Very light winds out 5 to 10 miles an hour, west-southwesterly winds. So we'll see possibly some of those storms, similar to what we saw yesterday, kind of come this way. Vail by the hour, you see the temperatures start to warm up, and that 4 p.m. hour is when those thunderstorms may come through. So if you're out and about today, please plan accordingly, because yesterday they kind of snuck in, snuck out, and then came back in. That I-70 corridor, 85 degrees, and thunderstorms in Denver, Vail, 74 degrees, 50% chance of precipitation. Avon, 77 degrees, and Eagle, 79 degrees. So those thunderstorms are going to continue to check in with us. So like I said, dress accordingly, take an umbrella with you. It's a good way to keep those thunderstorms away. Or definitely don't wash your car, because if you wash your car, then we're going to see those showers come in. It happens every single time. Tonight, a low of 55 degrees, 40% chance of precipitation. So that sun setting a little bit earlier, 8:19. So we're trying to see it come in a little earlier, but days are getting shorter, which means we're getting close to those fall temperatures as we enter August. Now, if we look at the 5-day forecast, Thursday, 76 degrees. We're going to continue to see those sevens come in throughout the week. Nice moderate temperatures, 75 on Friday. Mostly sunny. Saturday, mostly sunny, 77 degrees. A little bit of a repeat on Sunday, except those clouds are coming in. And then Monday, 73 degrees and partly sunny. But those nighttime temperatures are just nice right there in those mid to low 50s.
You know what? I'm not enjoying these cooler temps and the thunderstorms. I love the rain in the evening. It just gives you, okay, you can relax for the day.
Yeah, and it's probably cooled off your apartment a little bit. We need an update on
the apartment saga.
So
the apartment saga. It's felt wonderful. The temperatures have been great. I actually needed a warmer blanket last night. That's kind of great.
Well, good.
Yeah.
So what have you been doing lately? Have you been getting out? And kind of, we talk about Wellness Wednesday, and there's a lot of things to talk about when you talk about wellness. It's not just physical well-being, but it's that mental part that can be spiritual. So what kind of things do you do?
Sure, absolutely. You know, I am a big fan of meditation and praying. You know, that is definitely something that I try to do and engage, even if it's just for a couple of minutes to start my morning. It just puts you in a good mindset and, you know, get you rolling for the day. And so that's a big one. And, you know, I think when I first came on the show, I mentioned to Liz that I love yoga. And so really exploring the varieties of yoga that we offer here in the Valley, it's been great as well.
Yeah, that's what's really nice. Here in the Valley, there are a lot of yoga studios, different kinds of yoga. If you want the structure, if you want Bikram yoga, they've got that, which I love.
Yeah, I do
Bikram
too.
yoga.
I know, as much as I've complained about the heat, I actually willingly jump into it. But all kinds of things. What about you, Kevin?
Well, a lot. You know, you've talked about getting that day started off right and getting the day planned. I think from a lot, when you read a lot of ways to prepare yourself for the day and in the day, it talks about cutting out the technology. And
That's
I know
important.
we all are on that phone all the time, or we're on the computer, and it's hard to break that habit, but it's a habit and it can be broken. So I try to cut out as much technology as possible before I go to bed. And I do like to do a lot of meditation. I am not one that can sit still very long. Maybe you don't know that.
Surprise.
And so one way that I try to meditate is using a sound bowl. And the process of making the bowl sing actually makes me focus on that. And that kind of gets me into that moment. Or else I'm just sitting there, my mind's chirping, going a million miles an hour. So a sound bowl or a singing bowl, I've got a metal one, they've got crystal ones as well. Such a neat thing. And there's a lady in Denver, Ann Martin is her name, and she is absolutely incredible. She does concerts with sound bowls.
Wow.
And she sets it up, she has gongs, she has the crystal bowls, she has the metal bowls, and it is mesmerizing.
It's just really, it's cool how they each sound so different
Yeah.
based on size and material that they're made of. That's great.
And such a nice, soothing tone to every single one of them. But I think getting in your groove and getting into your routine. Now, I don't like if I'm exercising, I don't like to do the same routine twice, but I do like to exercise at a certain time. So that's when I do that. Getting out on your bike, finding your groove, finding out what it is that you love and what you're passionate about, and getting out and doing it. And a lot of people that may be just moving to the valley or just starting something new, like biking or hiking, just take it slow. I mean, the worst thing that can happen is you do something and you do it to a level where you don't enjoy it, and then you don't go back to it.
And then you never do it again.
And then you never do it again. So take your time and get in and show gratitude and appreciation. I mean, that's why when you're out in nature, it's just a time to look at the just amazing surroundings that we have.
Yeah, well, you mentioned gratitude. I love the gratitude journal as well. You just write down 5 things that you're grateful for the day. But we have so much more in store, including lots of yoga, lots of discussion about how you can just center yourself. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Good Morning Vail.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hi, it's Julio from TV8 Vail. Do you ever wonder why our tagline is "There's more for you on 92"? Because we're always bringing you more. More Good Morning Vail from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. all year long. More local coverage with Vail Vibes and Covered Bridge on TV8. More opportunities to participate with new roundtable panels on mountain perspectives and our new Spanish programming block coming this fall. Find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92, on YouTube, or our website at tv8vail.com.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good Morning Vail.
Again, it is Wellness Wednesday, August 2nd. Hard to believe that we are already there, but we probably need to start centering ourselves as we prepare for the colder months. We have some very exciting footage today of yoga and how you can really just zen, stretch your bodies, stretch your mind, and all of the fun things. So let's check out this first part of the segment with Nevada Lee.
Welcome back to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail. I'm your host, TV8, and yeah, I'm pretty comfortable because we are going to do something new here at TV8. We're going to get you in shape on Sunday mornings, and we're going to kick it all off with yoga with Nevada Lee. Hi.
Hey, welcome. Grateful to be here.
I am so happy to have you here. I think you are amazing. What Nevada does is not only is he a local DJ that can play for your parties, but you do so many teachings of yoga. You've been doing this for several years, and you also teach over at Effect School of Rock, the kids, so you get them through some yoga practicing. But what I want to do is, for anybody who's watching right now that maybe has never tried yoga or maybe has put their toe in the water, per se, I want to explain by you the benefits of yoga and why we should all at least practice some form of it each day of our lives.
Well, for me personally, my yoga experience started 7 years ago. I found myself in a place, we're in an environment where we work hard, we play hard, we get hurt, we have injuries, we sit at desks all day long, and we kind of find ourselves out of balance. We find ourselves sitting in the car getting stressed out, remembering not to breathe. And I found myself at a point in life where I wasn't centered in my body, I wasn't centered in my mind, and that ultimately led to me not being centered in my soul. So I kind of felt lost, my body was in pain, and life just wasn't flowing as easily as I thought it should be. And then 7 years ago, kind of when I was at one of the lowest points in my life, with everything, I was blessed to find somebody that got me into yoga for the first time. My first yoga practice was extremely scary. I didn't know what I was getting into. I didn't know if it was right for me. I'd seen people practice it before, but it was something that, I just needed to take that leap to see what it was. And that was one of the best things I've ever done for myself in my entire life.
Well, number one, I am so grateful that you just said what you said, because a lot of us go through things. I've been in my own dark places. You're not alone. We all go through so many struggles. And I did learn a long time ago that yoga, if you practice it regularly, you kind of have this air of peace around you. And even when things are chaotic, it's more easily controlled. The very first time I did yoga, this is so crazy, was in Florida, and I never did yoga, and I was going through turmoil and just maniacal life, like insane, a lot of self-loathing things going on. And I realized that I wasn't working through stuff, and a friend of mine introduced me to yoga. I went and sat in the back of the class because I thought it was going to be bad. And this is the weirdest part. When the yoga was done, and what's the thing when you're laying out at the end?
Shavasana.
Shavasana. I started crying, like sobbing, and it didn't come to me, like I wasn't thinking of anything. I'm just weeping and sobbing, and my friend who's the instructor came over later. I'm like, why can't I stop crying? She goes, you've obviously released the stuff. And what it does is, I am living proof, so is Nevada Lee, that you can really, really work through life when you have something special that you can practice. It's self-love, it's fulfilling for your soul, your mind, your body, and so many other things. So that's why I wanted to bring you here for our very first segment of Exercising on Sundays, because I think this is something not only for your body, but for everything involved.
And it's so awesome when you get through an entire practice and you get to Shavasana, which is also called corpse pose. So at the end of your practice, you end in corpse pose. The beginning of most yoga practices start in child's pose. So you're kind of going through a birth all the way through a progression of your life and your body stages. So by the time you get to Shavasana, you lie down, you're a corpse pose, and then essentially your body is reborn again. And so with all the goodness that you have just experienced, you've absorbed it, you've stretched your muscles, you stretched your hips, that releases a lot of energy, a lot of built up tension.
Yes.
You know, and yoga essentially means to unite or to connect with breath.
Oh,
So
I love that.
it means to connect first your mind. You know, your mind wanders and races all the time. You'll be driving down. When was the last time you actually remembered to breathe? And most people don't even remember to breathe. You breathe automatically. You know,
That's
most of
true.
your organs in your body, they work whether you like it or not. They're going to keep doing that.
Absolutely.
That's what makes breath most important, is because you absolutely have full control over that autonomous system in your body. So once you learn to unite your breath to your body, to your mind, that transfers over into overall well-being that essentially with the practices helps your soul.
I think that's so profound, and it really is true. I can't say enough about this practice. There's just something freeing. And what I've noticed is, because I have a little anxious personality, if nobody's figured that out yet, and with the breathing, when you do have anxietous moments, if you take a moment to practice your breathing that you've learned through yoga or anything, it's almost a form of meditation, because you're only focusing on that one thing, and all of a sudden, all the angst is gone because you're working through things and you're concentrating on something else for yourself. This is a purely self-indulgent, loving thing that you can do for yourselves. So I'm really excited. Why don't we start off, well, before that, how do people reach you? Because you can get a private yoga lesson from Nevada Lee or a group lesson. So how do they reach you?
You can reach me on Instagram or on Facebook, Nevada Lee Furrow. Just go there, friend me, send me a private message. That's the easiest way to get a hold of me. You're more than welcome to call the studio. They can give you my number directly.
Which studio?
This TV8 studio that we're sitting in here right now.
I thought it was like a yoga studio.
We can talk about the yoga studios as well a little bit later here. But
Wonderful.
those are the best ways to reach me. I do private lessons, I do group lessons. I've taught everybody from children aged 4 to 5 years old, you know, through all different people, all different body types. Yoga is for everybody.
It really is. You don't have to think, oh, I need to be a certain size to do this. You can be any human being, and that's what I love about it. It embraces everybody, because we're not all built the same. You know, I mean, I might look skinny. It doesn't mean I'm in shape.
Nope.
This is why I'm starting this. It's all for me, everybody. No, the truth is it's for everybody. I really want to bring this to light and let everybody get an idea. We're going to learn how to breathe a little bit. We're going to learn a couple of stretches, and then you're going to show us some poses throughout the show.
That's
What do you
exactly
think?
true.
So what do you do at the very beginning? Do you breathe first or stretch first?
It all starts with your breath.
All right,
so
let's do
yoga
some
means
breathing.
to unite with breath. And the typical breathing in yoga would be a 4-sided breath.
How's that?
Where you take a nice long inhale and try to make it last 4 seconds, 5 seconds. Everybody's lungs are different, so take a nice inhaling breath and inhale as much oxygen as you possibly can, and then try to hold it for the same period of time, and then slowly exhale.
Mouth or nose?
It doesn't really
gonna
matter
fall
to
over.
start with, you know, when we get into the breathing. Just focus on the 4-sided breath.
Okay, so really it doesn't matter how you do it as long as you do it.
There are proper ways to do it, and there are breathing techniques as you get more deeper into yoga.
I know
and
there's a
meditation.
diaphragmatic method that when you breathe in, you almost want to puff your belly out. You want to get all that air in, right?
And they're different. There's short kind of breaths. There's
Oh.
hummingbird breath. You know, there's bee's breath.
Of course
all
there
sorts
are.
of them.
I
I'm
did not know that. Well, let's do
familiar
your
with all
basic
the-
human breath.
But the basic is a 4-sided breath. And
Okay.
once you start concentrating on that breath, things around you are going to start to drop away. You know, the annoyances from over here, the thoughts of your daily life, you're just starting to focus on your breath. And then when you let all the breath out of your body, when your body is completely absence of breath, the only thing your body now starts to focus on is taking that next breath. So when you're, you know, suffocating,
feel that,
there's
yeah.
only one thing that you're physically present with, is that moment, that next breath. So that takes you right back to it.
And it keeps you
And then
present.
take a few different rounds of that breath, and after, you know, 30 seconds, a minute, you know, 90 seconds of doing this, your body will start to relax. Don't hold your breath for 90 seconds. Unless you
Heck
can.
no, unless you want to fall over. But yeah, I actually feel my body relaxing a little bit more as I do this breathing. It just kind of puts you in a nice space.
And so that's what you say, is we start to integrate our breath into our body.
Okay.
And then next is going to be to start to awaken the body, you know,
what do we
with
do?
some simple, easy yin yoga that I do every morning. What I would like to focus on, because in my personal experience, I have dislocated shoulder, I have broken both of my ankles, you know, knee problems from snowboarding for so long.
Yeah.
And your out of posture alignment starts to lead to other pains. Like a lot of people have lower sciatic pain and they don't know where it came from. You know, a lot of people have that pain right between their shoulder blades, you know, which leads you to favoring your shoulder,
Yeah.
which leads you to kinking your neck in, which stiffens up all these muscles
Yep.
and don't allow them to flex and bend properly.
Yep.
So then what you get into is you're walking around in your day-to-day life and you don't have proper posture. And proper posture and proper alignment and trying to focus on that day-to-day will help you, you know, get out of those tendencies to hunch over, to slouch over,
Sure.
to favor, and it'll make your body feel better overall. It'll help
And-
you sleep better at
yeah,
night.
absolutely.
And, you know, that is very important. You know, the rest is just as important, you know, as the physicalness of your day.
Nice.
So,
right.
first thing I want to show is if you stand up.
Okay, we're going to stand up. We're going to take a break in a second, but let's kick off a stretch.
Well, I just want to show people
Okay.
so with proper posture, it's kind of weird and it feels really weird within your body, but have a friend of you take a picture of a side profile of you.
Okay.
And then just stand there like naturally how you do. You know, a lot of people have hunched over shoulders. You know, a lot of people, everybody's walking around on their phone all day, so they're walking with their
Yeah.
head down. So that's kind of how people's natural postures are starting to
Okay.
go. And that is not natural. So
Not natural, everybody. I
Not
cannot
natural.
wait to get more into this. We have to take a small break,
Okay.
but then we're going to be back with more yoga-bilitation. I just made that word up. We're going to rehabilitate with yoga with Nevada Lee. We'll be right back with
Thank
more
you,
Good Morning
Liz.
Vail on TV8.
Good Morning Vail.
Hello everyone, I'd like to welcome you into Rugs Benedict to come explore our 12,000 square foot showroom. We've been serving the Vail Valley for over 50 years now with flooring needs. And we inventory a ton of product from Carpet One to provide the very best values, highest style. We just built a warehouse, 15,000 square foot warehouse in gypsum. So we have over 120 different broadloom carpets. We have a lot of waterproof wood flooring, things that we can install right away. We have employee installers, a lifetime installation warranty. Many of them have been with us for decades and they're true craftsmen in their work. They're absolutely extraordinary at installing any of the flooring that we provide. We also have over 1,000 area rugs in stock right now. And they start at 2x3s. I could bring these into the studio today, but they go all the way up to 12x16s. And we have them hanging on the racks just like shopping for clothing. So it's very easy for you to just flip through, see what's available. We'll deliver them to your house so you can check out how they look in your space with your lighting. All different sizes, all different shapes, some things that are going to be a little bit more contemporary as well as tribal, traditional, all the latest and greatest looks. We have things that are hand knotted, silk, woolen silk options, all the way down to some machine-made indoor-outdoor type rugs. So really anything that you're looking for your business, for your home, for a rental, Rugs Benedict can provide it. And one thing I consistently hear when people leave our showroom is, that was so easy, thank you so much. So we make the process very easy. Come in, take a look, and we'd love to offer you a free estimate. Look forward to seeing you in our showroom.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Thank you for watching Good Morning Vail. Have an amazing day. Get on out there, soak up that sunshine. We'll see you tomorrow right here for more Good Morning Vail. Bye, everyone. Hi. Hi, I'm Gretchen Pleshaw. You might recognize me from the Glitz and Glam with Gretchen. Maybe you hear my voice on the radio from time to time or see me out at a concert or two. I love concerts. If you see me out, the long mermaid hair, I'm almost 6 foot tall. It's hard to miss. Come and say hi, give me a high five, and make sure to watch me right here on TV8.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. As Nevada Lee was pointing out the benefits of doing yoga, he has broken a few bones, and so doing the yoga allows him some flexibility. Now, as we get older, or maybe have had a few injuries, we need to do some stretching to increase that range of motion and make sure our body performs at an optimum level. Let's take a look at what Nevada's got for us.
Out of alignment, they're too far back. You know, it's kind of that duck kind of
It's
thing.
all of that with me, so yeah.
So have somebody take a picture of you, see where your alignment's at, and your proper alignment is you're going to want to have your ears over your shoulders, over your hips, over your ankles.
Good to know.
So what you want to do is focus on pulling your shoulder blades back towards your spine. You know, it's kind of doing that.
Stick 'em out.
Bringing your head up, looking people straight forward in the eyes and kind of bringing it back. Slight bend in the knees so your shoulders are over your hips and are over your ankles, and that's
Gotcha.
called joint stacking. And it kind of feels, it reminds me of Planet of the Apes, where you see them walking around, head up, chest out, back. That is kind of the proper posture, and it feels kind of weird, but
It does a
once
little
you-
bit, but
once you start practicing that, opening your shoulders, you'll find it'll start in your day-to-day life, easing some of that tension, that pain, that inflammation that you feel. So that's a good way just to carry out yoga, and then to remember to breathe throughout the day.
yeah, that's
You know?
important.
If you can't remember the last time you took a breath, it's probably a good time to sit down
Right.
and do a
A
cycle
nice
of 4
deep
breaths
one.
to help recenter yourself.
Right, okay.
So the
for
posture
stretching,
is one of the most important things in your day-to-day life.
okay. On the mat.
When I wake up in the morning, you know, depending on how I've slept, you know, people sleep in different positions, that just adds to the imbalances, the inflammation in
That's
your body.
correct.
So I wake up in the morning, I'm tight in my neck, I'm tight in my shoulder, I'm tight in my lower back. So the first thing you do, since you're already down there laying in bed, you're essentially in Shavasana. You're in your corpse pose. You know, you're about ready to wake up and get ready to start a new day, to start a new life.
Yes.
So sit here, take a few deep breaths, and just get your body going. And then usually what I'll do is I'll bring my knees up into my chest, give them a nice big squeeze. This is essentially child's pose on your back.
Okay,
So
child's pose.
if you have knee issues or anything like that, or severe back issues, this is the easiest way to modify to make it easier on your body. And as you do
Nice.
this, you can start to spread your legs out as well too. You can put your hands on your
Nice
knees.
camera angle, right?
And this is a good way just to start opening your hips and start awakening the body.
Man.
And then usually what I'll do is I'll set my feet on the ground,
Okay.
and we'll just do slight knees to one side, and that'll start getting into your
Ooh,
sciatic
I
right
feel
down here.
that in my hip.
And all you have to do is let gravity do the work and let your legs melt
then they
into the
naturally
ground.
fall.
You don't want to have any contractions in your muscles. It's just relaxed.
And you don't want to force it.
No forcing whatsoever. In these poses, if you do find slight pain anywhere, you can use props like a block or a bolster, and you can lay that on it to just get the perfect angle that's for your body.
Okay,
And then after that, you want to switch to the other side because you always want to balance it out.
definitely.
So we do that one.
Ah, God, I need
know.
this.
And then in yin yoga, you would sit here and you would hold this for anywhere from 1 to 5 minutes, depending on what your teacher is doing with the practice and how
Right.
they want it to flow.
Okay,
And then the next, I'll pull this back in to stretch out that lower back.
okay.
And then I'll drop my left leg down and I'll bring the right knee across my body. This is called a supine twist
Whoa,
or
oh,
twisted
I just
roots.
popped.
I popped as well. And this is done to get a little bit deeper into that sciatic and a little bit more stretch on your IT band
Yeah,
here.
I'll tell you what, so many people have this sciatica. This is an amazing stretch.
So these are just the easiest ones to do right as you get up in the morning.
Okay.
Remember to breathe, bring your knees back into your chest, extend that right leg out, and then another supine twist over to this side. And so as we hold these poses, we get out of our muscles, and we get into our tendons, our ligaments,
Right.
and the fascia, the tissue that surrounds all your muscles that keeps them contracted and tight.
Yes.
And we want our muscles to be loose.
Want it to be like a
flexible
rubber
and-
band
and
almost.
squishy.
Yeah.
So this is the best way to start.
And you don't bounce ever, you just kind of hold it, right?
Nope, you just sit there and you relax, and you breathe, and as you breathe and expand through your lungs, that expands your cavities, and it allows you to stretch slightly deeper into
Yeah.
your tendons and your ligaments.
I just noticed that when I take a breath, I'm going to let it out, my leg can go down even more.
And it'll start stretching out all the rest of the ligaments in your body.
Nice.
So then we bring your knees back into your chest. I kind of roll around on my back and just loosen up that area a little bit more.
Okay.
And then, get one last full body stretch before you're ready to get out of bed.
Okay. Oh my God. Ugh, I'm ready for bed.
And then the first pose I start with every single morning are extended mountain poses into a ragdoll. And ragdoll is one of the only yin poses that's a standing pose.
Okay, now what ragdoll sounds like you just flop.
It's flopping.
I
so
knew it, right.
I'll do an extended mountain pose.
I'm gonna
and
watch
you'll-
you first.
You'll take a breath as you breathe in. You want your feet hip width distance apart. You want your shoulders over your hips, shoulder blades back. And then just take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And then you're gonna take a breath in, and as you exhale, you're connecting this movement with your breath, and you're gonna fold completely over and limp into ragdoll.
No, I
So
like
you
this.
want your knees slightly bent, your arms are gonna dangle, your head's gonna dangle, and you're gonna sit here and breathe a little bit.
You can feel that hole in the back of your legs and
And then as you start to get into it a little more, you can sway side to side, which starts hitting different areas
Oh,
of your
ouch.
sciatic and your lower back.
I'm stiff.
And you never want sharp pains. If you feel any sharp pains, you need to back off
Right.
and modify and do what your body is calling for.
Okay.
So then what we're gonna do is we're gonna breathe in and we're gonna do a halfway lift. So you're gonna press into your shins and you're gonna work on elongating your spine
Oh.
and taking the crown of your head towards the front wall.
Well, that feels really good.
So you can stay here for as many breaths as you would like, but then you're gonna take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, you're gonna forward fold. And just let your health dangle once more. And then you're gonna breathe in, rise up for another extended mountain pose. And this one, you might go back a little bit more. And you wanna keep your core slightly engaged here, and just go for a slight back bend. And then the posture here, when you're standing up straight, people have this tendency to stick their butt out, and that's kind of how your back naturally goes.
We always do that.
So you want to tuck it in, you want to pull the front of your pelvis forward and drop your tailbone.
Oh, gosh. Okay, there's a lot of intricate things you need to learn.
So if you focus
So when
on
you're-
your core and you're focused on your breathing, now you're not focusing on anything else. You're starting to get into yourself, into your mind,
Okay.
into your body. The next one I like to do is another one where you interlace your hands behind your back, and then we're just going to bow forward into another ragdoll. And let your arms hang heavy over your head.
Wow.
This one you can sway side to side too, bending your knees. You can straighten out your legs a little bit to get a stretch in your hamstring.
This really stretches your shoulders.
And then
too.
just back and forth and do what feels good on your body, and try to hit those areas where you start to feel the tightness back there.
Oh, I feel it. I feel it.
All right, and then I would do a few of those, and then you start to loosen up your body. And then I would go into, our awakening series of yoga.
Okay.
So starting out in child's pose,
Okay.
and we'll show you some modifications that you do with yin yoga as well. So if you want to take this bolster and put it in front of you like this for the child's pose. But essentially child's pose are your toes are together, your knees come wide on the mat. You're going to sit back towards your heels. You're going to extend your arms forward, spread your fingers wide, and just rest your forehead on your mat.
All right, we're going into child's pose, and then we'll be right back with more TVA after this.
Good Morning Vail.
If you haven't seen Good Day Vail lately, here's what you've been missing. I'm Cece Zach, and I'm the host of Good Day Vail, and you can find us on Comcast Xfinity Channel 92 or on our website at tv8vail.com and on YouTube. We're here to serve the Vail Valley, and we look forward to sharing our story with all of you.
Hi there. Are you ready to explore famous neighborhoods from New York City to Kentucky? Watch The Neighborhood with host Nicole Newman. Featuring famous people, unique history, and delicious places to eat and drink. Our viewers get an inside personal look at each neighborhood. With each episode we learn, grow, laugh, and live like a local, not just a visitor. Welcome to The Neighborhood. Check your local program schedule and tune in.
Show. I'm Suki.
I'm Scott.
And we are feeling good today. You know why? Because we had a great show.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail and that TV8 weather station. We've got a lot of things going on in the weather over the last couple days. You've heard obviously some of the thunderstorms and seen some of the lightning that's been coming down. Possibility of that coming in today. Lower temperatures, 57 degrees as you get up early today. High today of only 74 degrees. Light winds out of the west and southwest from 5 to 10 miles an hour. And some of those thunderstorms likely to move through later on this afternoon. As we look at the weather by the hour, you've got 70 degrees about noon. Those temperatures are going to gradually warm up, and then at around 4 to 5 p.m., we're going to see some of those thunderstorms possibly come through the area and give us some precipitation. Some of the similar things that we had yesterday. Now looking at the I-70 corridor, 85 degrees in Denver and a possibility of some precipitation there. 74 in Vail, 77 in Avon, and 79 in Eagle. So a little, those mid 70s, nice temperatures coming through, especially in Denver. They've seen a lot of hot temperatures, but these thunderstorms have rolling through have kind of cooled things down for them a little bit. Tonight, only 55 degrees, 40% chance of rain. We had a few of those thunderstorms and some lightning come through last night, so possibly the same thing this evening. 70 degrees all throughout the week. It's going to be a beautiful week. Thursday, mostly sunny. Friday, mostly sunny, 77 degrees on Saturday. So we're going to have some great temperatures there. Time to get out and enjoy some of that weekend activity. But look for Sunday, a possibility of some showers coming in. We're partly cloudy, 77 degrees there. And then moving into Monday, mostly sunny, 73 degrees with those mid to low 50s all the way through the rest of the week. So some beautiful temperatures to get out there and really enjoy some of those outdoor activities. There's a lot happening this weekend in Vail, so make sure you get out there and you take part in all that. Now on Wellness Wednesday, we've been focusing a lot on yoga, increasing that range of motion, getting maybe some of that muscle soreness out. If you've had any injuries, trying to work some of that out so you can get performing at an optimum level. So Nevada is now going to take us through. In the yoga realm, there are a lot of different poses. So he's going to explain those a little bit better and kind of show you some of those poses. So if you get into an organized class, you know what to expect.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail on a Sunday morning in TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and next to me, he's not sleeping. He's in child's pose. This is Nevada Lee. We've been in the middle of doing some yoga exercises. We've learned how to breathe. We've learned a couple of morning stretches, and now we're going to go into some more experiences called stacking. So where are we at now, Nevada?
Well, this was a modification on child's pose for those of you, including me, that have bad knees and can't stand the pressure. So you can sit back with your knees together to take some of the pressure off. I like to use a bolster because you can just lay there and melt straight into it.
I'm melting.
So there are two main basic flows in yoga. They're the sun salutation A and the sun salutation B.
Okay.
Your salute to the sun, your awakening in the morning.
Nice.
You're getting ready for the day.
It just makes you love life, I can tell right now.
So starting in child's pose,
Uh-huh.
hands are going to extend out as far as you can. Fingers are spread as wide as possible. You're going to press up And actually, we're going to do one more sequence before we get into the flow. So the first thing I like to do is our cats and cows.
I love this exercise. It's good for your organs, isn't it?
So for cow, you're going to let your stomach drop down.
Stick your butt out, you're allowed to now, right?
And then you can do whatever breath you want as an in and out on this one, but connect your breath. So exhale, and then press your spine towards the ceiling for cat. And then inhale, and drop your stomach down towards your floor. And then it's important for joint stacking here is you want to stack your shoulders over your elbows over your wrists.
Oh, see, I wasn't doing proper
So-
form. Okay, so now I'm in proper form. I was not before.
And then also to modify on this one, you can also lean back and sway side to side into the back of your hips and take whatever other organic movement helps open you up. I teach a lot of professional athletes one-on-one yoga, you know, football players, basketball players,
Yeah.
and they're heavily focused on the yang portion, the
Okay.
strength portion,
Yeah.
you know, the effort. So they haven't done
I
a
need
lot
that.
of building, and their chest and their shoulders are so big and they're so tight that naturally pulls them forward
Nice.
and out of posture. So the two best poses I have for big athletes and men especially are thread the needle. So you want to take your right arm up and then you'll bring it down, you'll thread the needle and you'll lay right down on into your shoulder. You can turn your head to the left, you can turn it to the right to get a little bit of a deeper stretch there. You can bend forward a little bit. Whatever your body and your shoulder can take, you just don't want any sharp pains anywhere.
All I feel is a nice stretch.
So then you would come back up onto all fours, tabletop pose. You're gonna do it on the other side to balance it out. Left arm up, thread the needle.
I'll tell you what, this is
And then-
so relaxing.
And then when was the last time you remembered to breathe?
Right now.
So take a nice deep breath in. You'll feel you get a little deeper in the stretch.
Yep.
And let it go. And then keep focusing on that breath. And then holding the pose will start to get easier and easier until you just fall away from your body. So we'll come back onto tabletop. And the chest openers you like to do, you'll come down right onto your stomach. And this one's called Fallen Angel. So you can either extend your arms straight out to the side. For a lot of people, especially if you have any elbow issues, this puts a little too much pressure on it for me.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll go post my arm up like this, and then you'll press yourself, you'll roll over under your right hip, and then you'll get that stretch
All
through
right,
your
I'm doing my
shoulders.
left just so I could see you.
Perfect.
Am I doing it? Wait, where's your leg?
So your leg can be wherever, you just kind of want to stick it back behind your other leg.
Oh, this is good.
And then you're going to want to extend your arm out to the side completely, or you want to goal post it up.
Okay.
And then you'll feel that gets you really deep through your chest, through your upper shoulders here. And that feels amazing for me. So we'll do it on the other side. Left arm comes out, or your other arm. Roll over onto that hip.
God.
And then remember to breathe, because that breathe will get you just a millimeter more into that stretch, get you into your tendons and your ligaments. And then usually what I like to do is complete it by flipping my arm over and putting it down and really rolling over, because you can get a different stretch on a different part of your shoulder here.
Okay.
And have your arm out behind your back.
That way?
Nope, your other arm.
Oh. Oh, okay. Ah, there you go.
And then we'll balance it out one more time on the other side. And those are the usual stretches I'll do to awaken my body, to start getting connected with my breath,
Yeah.
to start getting ready for, you know, your flows, your vinyasas,
Nice.
and your practices. There's lots of different practices of yoga. There's hundreds of different poses,
Oh my gosh.
thousands of different teachers,
Right.
and they all have their own philosophies, their own guided ways of guiding you through basically a guided meditation and a practice at the same time.
Okay.
So let's go back into child's pose, and we'll get ready to start our sun salutation A. So toes together, knees wide, extend your arms out long, place your forehead on your mat. You can rock side to side here. And then when you're ready, press down through your hands, come up onto your toes, and you're going to press back in a downward facing dog. And I always tell people your first dog of the day, you got to take it for a walk. So here you can pedal out your feet, start to drop your heels down. I like to roll my ankles over and stretch those out. Both sides.
Ouch.
You can press your hips to the right and to the left, but you want to be pressing down through your hands, letting your head drop between your shoulders.
Dude, what do you do with your back? Is it straight or out?
You're going to want to start pressing your tailbone up towards the sky and dropping your head through your shoulders. And just start by doing what's comfortable for your body. Here, I also like to take my right leg up to the sky, and then you bend your knee and you just open your hip right here. Keeping keeping equal pressure in both of your hands so you're not dumping into your left shoulder. And then bring it back down. And then kind of pedal out again, bring the other leg up, and then open up through your hip like this.
Wow. I'm shaking.
Yeah. So then bring it back down, and then come back to your breath. So we're going to take a nice deep breath in, slight hold, and then you're going to let it go. And your Ujjayi breath, which is your yoga breathing, is a breath in through your nose. And then you're going to breathe out through your nose, and you want to kind of make an oceanic sound. And then focusing on that breath, and you'll start forgetting about the physicalness of the pose and just be with it. So you're going to take a deep breath in, and on your next exhale, you're going to walk your feet to your front of your mat. Forward fold. And then you're going to breathe in. Halfway lift, exhale, forward fold. And then on your next breath in, you're going to rise up for extended mountain pose. And then on your exhale, all the way out slow, forward fold. Let all the breath out of your body. And then a halfway lift, extend and lengthen that spine. And then we're going to step back into chaturanga. And this is one of the main flows in our vinyasas in yoga. And it's important when you drop back to focus on your joint stacking. So you want your elbows to be over your wrists, shoulders stacked on top of that, and then you want to pull your shoulder blades back towards your spine so you're almost sinking into your shoulder blades.
Like that?
And that'll actually help give you more support. And then strengthen your core so you have a straight back. And that's essentially a high plank or at the start of your push-up pose.
Okay.
A modification is you can just drop down to your knees.
That's nice.
And then keep your back straight, keep your core engaged. And then the flow is you're going to go down to a low plank. So you want to keep your elbows stacked in towards your sides, and you don't want to dump back. You don't want to dump forward. You want your elbows to be at a 90-degree angle as you come down, and then that's your low plank. A modification is you can drop down to your knees, and then if you have to, you can just drop all the way down to your body to modify.
I'm glad you said that because I just did that.
And then we're going to do upward facing dog. So you're going to put the tops of your feet on your mat.
Okay.
You're going to have your wrists stacked over your shoulders right here.
Yeah.
You're going to engage your core, engage your legs, press everything up and off the mat. Your legs are off the mat. You're looking straight forward. You're going to hold that, and then you're going to take a deep breath in. As you exhale, you'll flip your toes over. You'll press back into downward facing dog.
Nice. As we do this, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with more great yoga experiences with Nevada Lee on TV8.
Good Morning Vail.
Well, Archer and I are going to get headed on further down the trail, but I hope you'll catch up with us a little bit later. Hi, I'm Ben Roof, and I'm one of the new hosts here at TV8. I'm so excited to share all of my explorations throughout the Vail Valley with my dog Archer, where we'll be taking you to hiking trails, biking trails, maybe we'll go rafting, fishing, or whatever else we can come up with. I'm so excited to share all of that with you in my new segment, Outdoor Adventures. Don't forget to catch up with us every day right here at TV8 Vail or at tv8vail.com because there's always more for you on 92.
Hello everyone,
everyone. I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do.
So even though you work for some good deals, too good to miss on flash deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Good Morning Vail.
And welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now we are taking a quick break from all of the yoga and the stretching because getting out in nature is very exciting and part of that overall wellness also. We have a toss back to a 2022 GoPro Mountain Games where we talk all about camping and all of the fun things that you can do.
Welcome back to the show. Now, if you're looking for a way to make it so you always know where to go camping, there's an app for that. And we're standing here with the knowledgeable team from Seeker, and I've got Jess here. Jess, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Yeah, so Seeker is the ultimate camping app. We have every different type of camping location available, plus amenities like water, propane, dump stations. You can find it all on the app.
Which makes it really convenient, and especially for people who are maybe just experiencing the outdoor and mountain lifestyle and they're having a hard time kind of making that adjustment to finding these things on their own. You guys just put it in that one-stop shop for everything people need for camping.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I was living in a camper van for over 5 years, and I realized that it was really difficult to find safe places to camp and connect with people. So we created an app that uses crowdsourced data and API-driven content to have the largest database of free campsites in the U.S.
Which is incredible, and especially as the kickoff of summer is here and people are going to start getting out there with their dogs, which that's probably another feature that's really convenient, is where you can have your dog.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe we'll put that in the app on the next version. We don't have that one yet.
Oh, that's okay, because dogs should just be allowed everywhere, I think.
Agree.
So, like, I think it's perfect as is. And so for people who have never downloaded the app or used it, is it very user-friendly?
Oh, super user-friendly. And that's one of the main reasons that I wanted to build the app, is because the other options out there really just weren't that user-friendly and intuitive. So yes, very easy to use. It's free to download, seeker.com, SEKR.com.
And you guys have seen exponential growth over the course of the last few years and since the launch of the app. So can you give us some more information on that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we launched the app in 2019. And then since the pandemic started, we've seen a 500% increase of our members. And then we've seen like I think almost a 3,000% increase in sessions, so in activity on the app. On average, our members are coming back more than 2 times per month. So they are out there camping and having adventures, and we are powering their adventures.
Which you have to love the fact that you know you're getting out there, you're helping people find the perfect spot to be, whether it's just camping for one night or multiple nights. You guys are making it so convenient for people to get out there and enjoy the mountains that we all know and love.
Absolutely. Our mission is to make outdoor travel easier, safer, and more social. So really what we're trying to build is the Expedia of the outdoor travel industry, so that you can find any different type of campsite all in one place.
Which that makes it so nice and convenient, and the social aspect of it, especially as someone like yourself who has lived in a van for a very long time and kind of had that life, you do get a little bit lonely, and so to have that social component and that social aspect makes it really nice for those people who maybe just need to get out and be on the go for a little bit, especially the remote workers we still have.
Oh yes, I mean I was a remote worker and still am a remote worker in my van, and so you can find people nearby, you can browse outdoor events, and then you can also connect with people on our forums and chat with experts on the Seeker hubs.
Which that makes it not feel like you're alone, and sometimes it's just nice to know that there are other people out there in the world enjoying the same adventure as you.
Absolutely, you're not alone out there, but you can be alone and find those places.
Which is absolutely incredible, and you guys are putting it all in the palms of people's hands, so they have this power to make sure they're having the most exquisite and perfect adventure to suit their lifestyle.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, who wants to be in a truck stop or a Walmart, right? You want those Instagram-worthy destinations, and that's why we built the Seeker app.
And so you're really the driving force, the brain power behind the operation of bringing this to life. And how do you feel like creating this app has changed your life?
I mean, I feel like it really gave me purpose. I mean, I knew that I needed something like this in my life, to live on the road and find places to remote work. You know, I drove down so many dirt roads that claimed that they had cell service, and then an hour later down a dirt road, nothing. So then I'd have to drive back, and that pain is real for millions of people in the country. So yeah, it's been beautiful to watch the whole community just bloom and blossom, and I'm very honored to be a part of it.
Not only that, but I feel like you're also helping keep people safe by allowing them to use this app, know where they are located, and kind of know exactly where they're going instead of, just taking a turn down one of those random dirt roads.
Totally, totally. And I think the best part of this is that we know that we are sharing location information. So we partner with Leave No Trace, the Center for Leave No Trace, and Tread Lightly, so that we can provide financial support, and also our members can flag campsites that need a cleanup. And so with that, then we can partner with these nonprofit organizations or send volunteers or other campers who just want to, come help clean up a campsite. So education is a big part of this for us.
That makes it even more incredible and gives people that extra drive to use the app. That way, you're doing good for the environment, you're keeping yourself safe, and you're getting in the know before you go camping, which I think is huge, and especially for the newbies to the camping game.
Absolutely. Education is everything. You want to be prepared when you go out there.
Jess, thank you so much for taking the time, meeting with us, and giving us all this great information.
Thank you so much, Maddie.
Make sure that you go on your phone right now and you download Seeker. That way you can enjoy your camping to the maximum. We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we've got more of the show.
Good Morning Vail.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Join us in exploring the everyday lives of community members here in the Vail Valley. Hear their inspiring stories of how they came here, their contributions to our community, and why they chose to call this place home. We want you to be one of our neighbors. If you would like to be featured or nominate someone to be featured, please send an email to danielle@tv8vail.com. We look forward to featuring your story right here on TV8.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the Immersion Theater.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Happy Wednesday, August 2nd. Hard to believe that we are already in August. I'm your host, Kimberly Perot. Joining me today in studio is the man, the myth, the legend, Kevin Shields. We've got lots of exciting things in store for this second hour of Good Morning Vail, so stay tuned. It starts now.
Get up, get ready to start your day. The mountains are calling you out to play. Come
Well, thank you, Kim, for that show open. It is Wellness Wednesday, and I can't believe either that we are already in August. Now, if you've been paying attention to that weather, which I'm sure you have, because it's been very loud with the thunder, and then we've seen the lightning out there, putting on a light show in the evenings, that has been changing quite a bit, and similar to what we may see today. Getting up this morning, a low 57 degrees, 74 degrees, so a nice mild afternoon, but there is a 50% chance of rain coming in with some of those thunderstorms similar to what we saw yesterday and the day before rolling through. Winds are light west-southwest, 5 to 10 miles an hour, so not a lot there to really worry about with those light winds. Looking at Vail by the hour, 8 a.m., 57 degrees, but then we're going to see that start to warm up around the 4 to 5 o'clock p.m. with the possibility of those thunderstorms moving through the valley. So if you're out and about, make sure you've got an umbrella in the car, you dress accordingly. If you're out on a hike, take a poncho or something to keep yourself dry. 85 degrees and the possibility of rain in Denver, 74 in Vail, 50% chance of precipitation there. Avon, 77 degrees with some thunderstorms possibly coming through like we discussed. And then Eagle, 79 degrees, only a 20% chance of precipitation there. So not a lot to maybe worry about over in Eagle, but here in the valley, just stay tuned and look at that weather. Low tonight, 55 degrees. Again, a 40% chance of rain possibly coming through. The sun setting at 8:19. So we're seeing it inch up just a little bit. The day's starting to get a little bit shorter. So get out there and enjoy all that sunshine. Tomorrow, 76 degrees, mostly sunny. Going to be some beautiful weather hitting those 70s all throughout the week. Friday and Saturday are going to be absolutely beautiful, mostly sunny on both of those days. Mid-70s is going to be the temperature, so some nice mild temperatures. If you want to get out, check out a farmer's market or something like that. Make sure you get out and do that. And then to begin the week, 73 degrees on Monday and partly cloudy. So we'll kind of stay tuned and see what happens with some of that weather that's coming through. But, you know, as we discuss Wellness Wednesday, nothing wrong with a little bit of rain coming in.
Yeah, I think the wellness piece of the weather is that you get to relax a little bit, hear the nice sound of the thunder and the rain. It's pretty nice.
Well, when we talk about wellness, there are quite a few different apps out there. And one of them is Calm, for example, where you can get that nice rain sound that's soothing and put you to sleep. It's those thunder and lightning bursts that really kind of wake you up. But
just to keep you on your toes.
Just to keep you on your toes. You don't want you to get too deep in sleep.
I know. I definitely love to use my Alexa app just to hear some white noise in the background with the rain sound. So
yeah. So we talk about different ways to better ourselves, self-care when it comes to wellness. So what kind of things do you do as far as self-care goes?
Self-care, wow. I think a big piece is, you know, facials are what a lot of people love to do. Yeah. I know. I sometimes will do an at-home facial. You know, it's good for the budget or good for time if I just feel like I need to relax a little bit. Love to get out and about and to just walk and check out the nature. I know we've got some exciting things with our Vail Vibe segment about, you mentioned the farmer's market.
Yeah, and Glitz and Glam with Gretchen coming up later on in this segment is going to take a look at a little more self-care. I like to focus on food too, because kind of what you put in your body is what you're going to get out of it. So paying attention and knowing how to read food labels and making sure what you're putting in your body is the best possible so you get the most out of it.
And we really have access to some of the best and the most fresh produce here in the Valley.
Yeah, absolutely. We talked about farmers market, but then our very own segment where we do colorful cooking is amazing too, because there's a lot of creative dishes that are easy, simple, and very, very healthy. So make sure you stay tuned to TV8 for some of the colorful cooking.
It'll make you feel like a gourmet chef.
It will, absolutely. It's very simple, step by step, and takes you through and shows you how to make all those great things.
It's so true. Now, in regard to wellness, in the first hour, we did a lot focused on the physical and the spiritual and the mental piece with all of the yoga stretching. So, you know, I think what people forget to think about is how therapy is also part of wellness. And you know, I know you're an expert in that field as well.
I don't know, I wouldn't say expert, but I've worked with experts and I've gotten a lot of information downloaded to me. And the number one thing is realizing that, hey, you may need to go to talk to somebody. Nothing wrong with it. and it's more and more accepted. Check with your employer from time to time because there may be EAP programs that have assistance in finding that right therapist to meet your needs.
That's really true. So this next hour on Good Morning Vail will be all about the self-care, getting out to the farmer's market, what you put into your body, exercise, out in nature, yoga, and so much more. So stay tuned. We've got a lot more here on Good Morning Vail.
Good Morning Vail.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Do you love the outdoor lifestyle? Make sure you tune in every day at 7 p.m. to catch Scoreboard Nation. It's an outdoor lifestyle show dedicated to your 3 favorite mountain towns, Vail, Beaver Creek, Park City, and Reno, Tahoe. Join us for an incredible venture. Find us on TV8 Vail, Park City Television, or at thescoreboardnation.com. We can't wait to see you there.
For TV8 in Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough at the Gerald R. Ford Amphitheater. We'll see you next time. Hi friends, welcome to a little behind the scenes. I'm Avisha Scarborough, and I'm so excited to be part of the team at TV8 in Vail. I love the outdoor lifestyle here, I love the arts and culture, and I love being part of this community. My show is called Vail Vibes with Avisha, where I tell you about all the amazing activities going on here in Vail and surrounding areas all year round.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail and Wellness Wednesday. We've got a lot going on in the first part of the segment of the show. We saw a lot of different poses and stretches. Right now, we're going to look at some of the standing poses that have to do with yoga.
Welcome back to your Healthy Sunday on Good Morning Vail on TV8. I'm your host, Liz, and we are doing yoga with Nevada Lee. I already feel better.
I am feeling fantastic this morning.
It's amazing. If you start your day with this, it really does make a difference. So we've already done some breathing and some stretches, and we did the downward dog, and we've done some planks. What's next?
We're going to get into the Sun B salutation.
Okay.
This is one of the most common, flows in yoga as well. So we'll do that. We'll get into a couple of balancing poses that I really like.
Nice.
And then we'll finish off with some really juicy, deep stretching.
Ooh,
And,
sounds good.
We'll finish in Shavasana.
I love
and
it.
We'll be reborn again.
Yes.
For the day.
Yes.
Every single day.
All right, so what do we
All
have
right,
going on?
Downward facing dog. Fingers are spread wide, pressing down through the mat. tailbone up to the sky. Your knees can be slightly bent. You don't have to touch your heels to the mat. Some people can do that. Most people can't, but it's not important. What's important is what's for your body. So Sun B, we're going to walk our hands forward. We're going to take a halfway lift as we breathe in. We're going to exhale, forward fold, and then we're going to breathe in and we're going to come into a chair pose to start igniting our legs and our core. Feet can either be together. I can't really do that, so we're hip width distance apart and stacking. And then your arms are going to be raised, pinky slightly toward in. Engage your core, and then sink like you're sitting into a chair. And you kind of want to be able to see your toes right over your knees.
I can't see anything right now.
So we would do this, and then we would exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, and we'll step back through our chaturanga. So we'll go to a high plank, slightly forward, bend down to a low plank. Take a breath in as you flip over into upward facing dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. And then we're going to step our right foot forward into warrior one. So you're essentially going to take your right foot up by your right wrist. You're going to rotate your back foot to about a 45-degree angle.
Hold on, I'm falling over. Wait, okay.
And then try to do it with your breath as you come up. And this is where the joint stacking comes into play. So you want to make sure your knee is always stacked directly over your ankle.
Nice.
So you don't want to have it in, you don't want to have it out. You want to have the muscle memory remember that exact pose.
Okay.
So as you press down into that knife edge of your back foot, you're engaging all the muscles through your legs. This is stacked. You're going to want to slightly turn your left hip forward and your right hip back. Arms go straight up in the air. And this is warrior one. And it's also important here is to stack your ears over your shoulders, over your hips.
Are you supposed to feel it in your thigh?
You're supposed to feel it everywhere.
Oh, alrighty.
So engage your core, engage every muscles in your legs, really press down into your feet. And it's funny, the more you engage, the tighter you are.
Wow.
It feels like the lighter you are. So bring your pinkies in, and we're going to take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to flow through that chaturanga. So we're going to step back into our high plank, elbows in, halfway down for a low plank, flip your toes over, press up into upward facing dog, stretch out through your abdomen, downward facing dog. And then you step your left foot forward up to your left wrist, rotate that back foot 45 degrees, and then rise up with your breath. And keep remembering to breathe. Your breathe is what's going to oxygenate every vessel, every cell in your body, and it's going to help you stay in the fire. And take a breath in, exhale, chaturanga. Upward. So it's high plank to low plank is the chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And that is sun salutation B right there.
Wow.
So for the next one, we're going to step that right foot forward again. We're going to come up into warrior one with our breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, take one more breath in, and on your exhale, you're going to rotate into warrior two. So your back foot's going to come parallel with the back of your mat. Remember to stack that front knee over your front ankle. And then you don't want to shift too far forward because you're not in alignment, too far back, shoulders directly over hips.
Am I doing it right?
This is warrior two. You might want to lengthen your step a little bit more, and you want to try to go for a 90-degree bend in that front knee.
Oh,
perfect right there.
Yeah,
so from here, another nice one is straighten through that right leg, and then you're going to do stargazer's pose.
Oh, I like this.
And this is a good side body stretch here. And then from here, we're going to use a prop, so you're going to want to grab your block, and we're going to go into a triangle pose. So you're going to have those legs.
Yeah.
You don't want to be locking out your knees here.
Okay.
You can bring your hand down to your ankle, down to your floor if you want to. I use a block, high side or low side. Place it there. Extend your left arm up to the sky. And then you want your hips to kind of flow like water and your knees to flow. And you'll start to move around and bend, and you'll find that sweet spot. And you'll find that your back might crinkle out and crack like an accordion.
Oh, nice.
And then you can take your gaze even farther back to stretch through. And that is triangle pose.
I hope you're doing this with us, people.
And then from there, we would come back up into either a warrior two. We could switch it around, come into our warrior one. And then we would go back through another chaturanga, flow to downward facing dog.
Nice.
So from there, some of the balancing poses, and balance is a really, key component of yoga. So remember to breathe if you haven't.
Thank you.
We're doing that again. The easiest one to do to start building those stabilizer muscles through your legs, especially if you've had ankle injuries or whatnot, are standing leg raises.
Oh.
So you can just stand here, engage your core, tailbone down, hips up, focus on one point in the wall, remember to breathe, and it's as simple as just raising your right knee. And then remembering to breathe. And then you'll start to feel all those muscles in your ankles engage. If you want to take it further, you can extend your arms up, and then you can extend your right leg out and hold that right there. And just remember to keep breathing. Baron Baptiste of Baptiste Power Yoga says the pose doesn't even start until you want to get out of it.
Well, I wanted to get out of there.
So you need to stay there, you need to stay present in the moment. A good thing to do is also they make straps that will help bring your feet closer. So if you can't reach and you want to use straps as an assisting,
nice.
You can use your strap to bring it up like this.
Oh.
And then you can also open up your leg to the side.
Oh, let me try that one. Ready?
And I broke this ankle at the beginning of last season.
Yeah,
so.
I remember. Oh, look at me. Whoa!
But you want to keep your shoulders stacked over your hips.
Oh, be quiet.
And then you can, well, we won't get into it, but,
no, but that's
balancing
really
is one of the hardest things to do, and it has to deal with.
Balance is so hard. I actually had surgery on this foot, so I can really balance on this one. I could be like this all day, but then this foot is harder. So we all have injuries here in Colorado because, like he said, we work hard, we play hard, and we gonna yoga hard. We have so much more to do with Nevada Leaf, some more exercises, and then the relaxation part is coming up right here on Good Morning Vail. It's TV8.
Good Morning Vail.
Hello everyone, now is the time to refresh your floors. I'm Mandy Benedict. I'd love to invite you into our showroom to explore our 12,000 square foot showroom where you can view all different floors installed, see what it looks like in a larger space. One of our greatest growing products is waterproof wood flooring, which for our environment with kids and dogs and ski boot and our mountain lifestyle, this is a great flooring option. I brought one of the planks with me today. They're nice, long, wide planks. They're embossed on grain, so they look beautiful, but they perform really well in our mountain lifestyle. We have all employee installers. They've been working for over a decade with us, and we have a lifetime installation warranty. So not only do we make sure that the client gets what they want, we know what this climate needs. We have beautiful reclaimed floors, herringbone, really anything that you're looking for to update your home or your business. We have it at Rugs Benedict. We provide free estimates. So come in and visit us in the store. We'd love to see you.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, if you have been with us the whole time, you've probably been practicing all of the variations of yoga poses, from child's pose to sun salutations to savasana. Now, let's check out the finale with Nevada Lee.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail on TV8. It's your Sunday edition, and we are getting super healthy with Nevada Lee. I love you so much. I already feel a little shaky and feel really good. So we've been doing yoga. We've learned our breaths. We've done some stretches. We did a couple of balancing. We did the downward dog. We did the plank. And now we are going to do something new.
And we've been doing it under what seems to be 95-degree temperature here.
Exactly. The lights make it very hot in the studio. So this is hot yoga, everybody.
This is like what we do at Baptiste Power Yoga over at Revolution. You know, 95 degrees. It feels a little bit hot to start with, but once you get used to it and get into it, it helps your muscles warm up and release and stretch.
Oh, I can imagine.
Easier.
I think I'm more limber because of the heat.
So the one pose that I forgot to mention that I do every morning when I get up, using my bed as a prop, is essentially like a half pigeon pose.
So you stand on the floor?
So we're going to be standing on the floor. Half pigeon is usually on the ground, but it does put a lot of pressure on your knees and the pain. So I do it standing up.
Right,
so you'll go to the side of your bed, and I just take the side of my foot. I'll put it up there. And you can bend your knee at whatever angle works for you, and then you just start to lean over into it and just let your body relax down heavy.
Oh, this is a great stretch for your butt and your thigh.
For your butt, your sciatic, it gets to your IT band. You can bring your foot across even more and bend into it. Bend to the left, bend to the right, you know, bring your leg out a little bit.
Yeah.
It's a great way just to move that stretch all the way up and down without putting a lot of pressure.
Do both legs, obviously.
And then you obviously balance it out on the other side.
Okay, cool. I like this. Your bed's very high, by the way.
So
okay, next.
We'll get down to what we usually do is kind of the, you know, the rejuvenation aspect of it.
Perfect.
We'll get into the relaxing, the rest of the hip openers.
Alrighty.
So because I do have bad knees, I do most of these poses assisted with the wall, which I really like a lot. So we'll start out with half pigeon on the wall, also figure 4 on the wall. So come so your knees are at a 90-degree bend here. Take your right ankle, stack it on your left knee, and then you can sit here just like this, and you'll start to feel it in your lower buttocks right there. You can also start to drop your knees slightly to the left. And then you can also assist by grabbing your knee or grabbing your whole foot and cradling your leg.
That's a gluteus.
And that'll get you stretches from your ankles, IT band, sciatic, lower back. But that's a great way to modify pigeon.
Absolutely.
And just to sit here and do it on the wall. And then you would switch sides, balance it out. You can also press on this knee and open up your hip this way.
That's nice.
Just whatever feels good for your body.
It's good for your psoas.
And whatever angles you need to get the stretch you want. It's your practice, and it's always yoga practice. It's never yoga perfect. There is no such thing. So that's our half pigeon on the wall.
Okay.
Then I like to follow with a deep hip and opener, which is frog on the wall.
Frog on the wall.
Usually frog is done on the ground, you know, but that puts a lot of pressure on your knees. So you want your knees 90 degrees, and then you want to start to open your feet so they almost come parallel against the wall, and then just work on finding that distance and that stretch. And you can press on the insides of your knees as well, too. Have your feet up on the wall, Liz.
Oh.
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Frog on the wall.
Frog on the wall.
And then
yeah, that's
sit
a better
there.
stretch, actually.
And then when was the last time you remembered to breathe?
Just now.
So trying to connect your breath with everything through the entire practice is the ultimate goal. And sit there with your breath in, hold, out, hold. And you can do this as long as you want. You could do this all day.
I know.
Then from here, it's really easy to do a legs up the wall. So you can just set your legs on the wall and rest like this. If you'd like to place your hands underneath your sacrum, you can just stick your legs up in the air like that. If you really want to get into it, you can do, you know, a shoulder stand, and then you could even drop that back into a deaf man's pose, or if you really want to do it, touch your feet back into plow.
I don't know why I can do this, but I can.
That's amazing. And then you want to come back down slowly, rolling onto your back. And then you want to hug your knees into your chest, and that'll help relieve and roll around, relieve a little bit of tension on that lower back.
Nice.
And then what we'll do is we'll spin around just so we can see the camera.
Ooh, I'm so dizzy.
And then we'll go back in. And this is probably my favorite pose. It can be used, you can use a strap with it too, but we're gonna do the twisted roots again. So knees together, left leg out long, right knee's gonna come over. You wanna try to leave your shoulder blades on your mat. It's not important if you can touch this leg to the ground or anything. And then sit here and breathe. And as you exhale, try to go a little bit deeper. Deep breath in, and that'll expand and stretch your tendons, ligaments. Exhale, go a little deeper. Take an inhale again, bring your knees to your chest. Extend your right leg out long, bring your left leg over, and then you can extend your left arm out, and you want to take your gaze to the left as well too. And then try to get as deep down into the stretch as you can.
I must be Gumby because I can hit the floor. Okay, this is nice.
And then we bring our knees back into our chest. And usually one of the second to last poses is Supta Baddha Konasana. You bring your soles of your feet together. You let your knees hang out wide. You know, if this gives you any pressure anywhere or pain, you can put blocks underneath each side of your leg to rest here like this.
Good.
And we'll take a couple more deep breaths in. And then we'll come into our final resting pose, corpse pose, the end of our life cycle of this journey today. Your legs come out long.
Good night.
Your arms can go anywhere. You're gonna take one last final deep breath in, as big as you can. Hold it for a second, and then you're gonna let everything go. And let your breath fall down naturally. And then just sit back and absorb the goodness. Thank yourself for showing up and treating your body this practice today.
Can I thank you for showing up and giving my body this practice today?
And, you know, and now we've connected our breath to our body and the physicalness, to our mind, you know, which is always running crazy. And then that helps us bring us centered back into our soul.
Wow. Well, I could pass out, but I can't because we're really on TV today. But Nevada, I can't thank you enough. This is a beautiful, beautiful experience. If you were doing this at home, please continue to practice. It's just a wonderful, wonderful feeling. I have to say, I feel way better than I did first thing in the morning.
And then usually what you'll do is you'll come back to a seated position.
Okay.
You'll bring your hands to heart center. The teacher will usually go through, you know, a closing of her practice for the day. And then we end each practice with Namaste, which is basically stating that the life, love, and the wisdom within me sees and honors the light, love, and the wisdom with you.
That's beautiful.
And we enjoy you for showing up and sharing this practice with
I
us.
love that.
And then you'll bring your thumbs to your forehead, your third eye center, your pineal gland, the center of all spirituality. And then you'll bow forward and say Namaste with the class.
Namaste with this class.
Namaste right here.
Namaste right here on my mat. Namaste, everybody. That was an amazing experience with Nevada Lee. If you want to get your yoga on, look him up, Nevada Lee Furrow. You can reach out to me. I have his contact information. Find him on Instagram and Facebook. And of course, we love you so much. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
I love this experience. Namaste, everybody.
Oh, and if I can say one more thing,
Yes.
Revolution Power Yoga is my home studio where I was
Nice.
trained as a teacher and where I practice. Everybody is always welcome to go there. They have everything from these heated power classes to yin yoga to the full-on aroma restore, where you basically lay here with bolsters and blankets. You get comfortable. They play meditation music, and it's an absolutely wonderful experience. We did a sober event with the Reconnect Foundation up here.
Nice.
If anybody is interested in yoga for the first time, if anybody is interested in recovery, you know, trying to get help with the drugs and the alcohol that plagues this valley with all the problems, reach out to the recoveryfoundation.org. I think you sign up for their newsletter, but they will offer you your first class free at Revolution Power Yoga.
That's beautiful.
To experience what it's like. You know, if you want, I can come there to help guide you through it and be a friend.
Aw.
But that place is all about connection, community, empowerment, And community is the biggest thing, and it's all through the practice of yoga.
This is the greatest feeling. I am so grateful for you, Nevada Lee, for yoga, for the experience that we just had here today, and for all of you for joining in and learning a little yoga right here on Good Morning Vail. It's TV8. We'll be right back.
Good Morning Vail.
It's that time where we're talking Sun and Ski Sports Product of the Week. Now, if you like to get out there and enjoy the trails on your bike, well, it's really important that you keep your head nice and safe. And so right now, I've got the Giro Manifest Spherical in front of me. Now, this helmet has some fancy new technology. The spherical part is progressive layering with dual density liners to address high and low impact speed. So you can see as I wiggle the top of the helmet, it is fully moving. Now, this helmet also comes equipped with MIPS, which stands for Multi-Directional Impact Protection System, which keeps your brain just extra safe when you're out there riding. And if you do happen to have one of those accidents, well, then it will help you stay nice and safe. This helmet has a lot of really nice features. It has the wind tunnel ventilation on it, making it so that you stay cool when you're out there enjoying your nice ride. So I'm going to flip this helmet right around to the front so you can see all of those nice wind tunnel vents. Now, another great feature of this helmet is it has a movable visor. That way you can protect yourself from the sun as needed in any direction. Now, another great feature of this helmet is if you're right in between sizes, don't worry, it has an adjustable fit in the back, making it nice and convenient for you to get this helmet on your head to fit any shape. Now, you can check out this helmet at Sun and Ski Sports. Now, they have so many convenient locations, or you can shop online at their website at sunandski.com. That way you can keep yourself nice and safe out there on the trails. We want to thank them so much for bringing you this product of the week. We've got more after.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Each week on the Tech Show, you can look forward to the latest in technology and how you can use it too. We'll also chat with leading experts, and you'll find out if the latest gadget will take my money or not. Don't miss the Tech Show. Tech your local listings.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail and that Wellness Wednesday here at the Weather Center. Let's take a look at the weather to see how you're going to prepare for your day out on the mountain. Getting up today, light, nice temperature, 57 degrees, going to warm up to a balmy 74 degrees. So some beautiful weather out there, but be careful. There's a chance of precipitation coming through with some afternoon thunderstorms, similar to what we got yesterday as they passed through the valley. The winds are very light, 5 to 10 miles an hour out of the west and southwest, so not a lot of gusts there, but some possibility of some rainfall. As we look at the weather by the hour, at 4 o'clock hour, 4 and 5, it's going to warm up a little bit. But that's also the time that those thunderstorms may be sweeping through the valley. So if you're out and about, make sure you have proper rain gear. If you're out there hiking on the mountain, and if there is lightning, make sure you take cover so that you're safe and sound when you're outside. Now looking at the I-70 corridor, 85 degrees in Denver, 74 in Vail, 77 in Avon, and 79 in Eagle. So a lot going on there. Some mild temperatures this evening with that possibility of a night thunderstorm possibly rolling in. Now, as we look at this 5-day, 70 degrees all throughout the week. Nice temperatures, mostly sunny coming in until Sunday hits. We're going to see some partly cloudy skies come in on Sunday, and then Monday we're going to turn it around, mostly sunny and 73 degrees, and those evening temperatures are nice and cool in those low to mid 50s. Now, to continue along with Wellness Wednesday, we've got a lot of self-care that we're going to focus on. And Gretchen was over there in her glitz and glamour segment at Vail Skin and Lashes. Let's look what she found out so that you can participate in some self-care.
I'm so excited to be here with my good friend Nikki Mills in the beautiful space in Avon, Colorado, Vail Skin and Lashes Medical Spa. How are you doing, Nikki?
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming back in.
I am so excited. I have to be honest, I come here at least once a week. It's a true story. I love the spray tans. I love the facials. I love that you can get Botox. I can get all my cosmetic needs here and so much more. Nikki, tell us kind of what your favorite things to do are here, because I know it's a medical spa. So what do you have to offer?
Well, one of my favorite things to do on you, Gretchen, is your brows.
Yes. Oh, how did I forget that? That's my main moment, are my eyebrows.
Yes, you've had, let's see, brow lamination
Yes.
with me.
Yep.
Hennas.
Yes.
And tinting.
Waxing.
Shaping.
We've done the whole thing.
Yes.
And I get stopped for my eyebrows. That's a true story. Do you know that? All the time people are like, I love the big, thick eyebrow. It's very glamorous and glitzy.
You are very special and you are glamorous, that's for sure.
I would like to thank you for making me look this way because I love coming in this space. It's brand new. I can't wait to show everyone around. It's beautiful chandeliers. It's a medical spa. Can you explain a little bit how this stands out and why it's different than the other spas around town?
Yes, well, our address is 30 Benchmark Road, Suite G2, and this place has been a hair salon for about 30 years. So I think almost everyone in town who does hair has worked in this space at one time, and almost everyone in town has been here at one time to get their hair done. And so when I bought it a couple years ago, I renovated the space, added a big, beautiful treatment room. I was tired of working in little treatment rooms, so I built a really big one that could house all of our new equipment, our lasers, the hydrofacial, the cryotherapy for fat freezing. We have lymphatic compression massage, a pantsuit that hopefully you'll see later. And I just needed a lot more space, but we still have 2 smaller treatment rooms. One that you're really familiar with. We do spray tans and waxing and facials. And then another room that I'm so excited about and which distinguishes us from any of the other spas in the area is it's the medical side of things that we offer. So we do Botox, filler, Kybella.
Well, and I know that you have a really special room, the consultation room, and it is stunning, so exciting. And something you were telling me a little bit about that's so neat and different is anyone that comes in here, you can take a before and then an after picture of the different things that you've had done to you to see the process and how it's actually working.
Yes, it's a very special camera. It does skin analysis.
Wow.
So you put your head inside a frame and it'll take a series of 3 pictures and it analyzes inside of your skin. And when we look at the pictures, you can see where your sunspots are, where you're dehydrated, where your fine lines and wrinkles are. And so we store that information and then we'll get you on a program and packages that we can do a series of treatments and we'll recommend some of these products here. And what this camera is going to help show our guests is the before and then say if they come back in 3 months.
Right.
Did that really do anything for me? That treatment or that eye cream or skin firming, are my wrinkles going away?
Right.
You know, how does my filler look or my Botox look after a couple weeks? So looking very closely through that camera and saving those photos and then doing another set of photos and comparing them back to back. And that makes us special because no one else is doing that with that kind of software that really analyzes it.
That is so awesome. And I think it's really cool too because we were talking a little bit, men and women alike come in here. So it is a one-stop shop for men and women to come in and feel beautiful from the inside, well, outside in, I guess this time. Because it's true, when you feel and look your best, I think that truly helps you, you know, to kind of glow from the outside and then bring that beauty inside.
Yes, we obviously have a lot of women in here, but what makes us special is that we do cater to men.
Yeah.
I do a lot of waxing, brows, ears, nose,
Yes.
but then we also get guys in for spray tans and skincare and facials, and with the medical spa side of it, they are more than welcome to come in and meet with our nurse and get Botox and filler.
So, Nikki, I know something that you provide that is very unique to this valley is a lot of makeup services. And people sometimes think, oh, we don't wear makeup here in Vail, but not true. Glitz and glam, that's what I'm saying. We have red carpet events, we have galas, we have date nights where we just want to feel and look beautiful. So this is a service you do here, right?
Yes, and also weddings. And
Oh, wedding.
yes.
How could I forget?
The main makeup line that I carry is Jane Iredale, and
Okay.
it's called the skincare makeup. So for those of us who may be a little bit more granola, our makeup just can blend in naturally, but then we also can take it to the glam level for those red carpet events or for brides and her party.
And so, Nikki, do you do this? Is this something you could come to someone's home, or do they need to come in here because you have all the makeup I see? It's beautiful, and you have so much of it.
Yes, we can travel with it as well, but I'd love to have you come in and give you a makeover and take you through and make sure we find all the right colors. And Jane Iredale is a really popular brand that people from all over the country, they look at Jane Iredale website and they find us, and so when they're here in Vail, they can get stocked up on whatever they're running low on.
Well, I definitely will come in because I know winter to summer here, especially like my skin and with the spray tans you do for me. My skin needs different colors, different tones, to put on my lips and my eyes and different foundations. So I'll definitely come in and check it out.
Yes, and one of the lines we carry, the Extreme Lashes makeup line,
Yes.
is safe for your eyelash extensions.
That is a good thing to know. I know many women in this town that would not want to tell this all the time, but there are lots of, the lashes walking around.
Yes, and our makeup is safe for the lashes as well. And if you don't have lashes, we can get you some by using the Revitalash product.
And I love this too because Nikki and I are dear friends, and I know that you do this because it gives you a feeling of self-worth because you're making people feel beautiful. And I know some of the stories you've shared with me, and people genuinely have thanked you for helping truly turn around their lives by making them look good on the outside and feel better on the inside. And that's an amazing thing. That's really cool.
Well, it is part of my mission
Yeah.
to help make the earth more beautiful,
Yes.
like one person at a time.
Oh, I love
And there's a lot of hurting people in the world today. And so when they come in and I get the privilege of laying my hands on them and touching them, it can be a very special experience. And to be able to provide some peace, comfort, relaxation, help with self-esteem,
Yeah.
and that just reminds me of, all the young kids that I work with too, who, it's a tough world out there with social media and Instagram. And, I like to help people with acne. And my own children, have had
Yes.
issues with it and struggle. And we have a skincare line back here called Face Reality Skincare. And that's a series of treatments and great products. And also like our red light therapy and our acne light therapy
Right.
are easy, painless treatments that people can have. And I do have really good numbing cream for some of the things that you might be a little afraid of for pain-wise, like the Procel microneedling.
Right.
I'll be working on someone and they'll say, I'm not feeling it. And I'm like, okay, I can go after you a little
That's
bit
the
harder,
point.
but
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and this is so neat too because you just let me know that you do house calls as well, which is pretty special. So if someone's maybe not feeling the best version of themselves, maybe feeling really down, and they want to have this moment where they feel better and you make them feel better, you will physically go to their house. That's pretty awesome.
yeah, we just got back from a house in Minturn with a mom with a new baby,
Oh, I
which
love it.
it's so hard to pack everything up and go have a treatment if she has a wedding coming up. So that's just an example. But then we have a lot of resort guests, and we're able to bring our services to the resort, the hotel, the condo, the apartment, the house, whatever. We can make it happen.
I love this. It truly is a one-stop shop, and I can't wait to get around and look at everything, and I'm so excited. Thank you, Nikki, so much for just telling us all about the amazing things that you do, and thank you for being you and making the world a better place.
Thank you, Gretchen.
And a more beautiful place.
Yes, one person at a time.
I love it. Keep it right here for more Glitz and Glam with Gretchen.
Good Morning Vail.
Familia de TV8, estamos muy emocionados de seguir avanzando nuestra programación en español. Recientemente tuvimos un exitoso evento donde colaboramos con nuestra comunidad para desarrollar ideas sobre nuestro contenido y nuestra programación en español. Así que muchísimas gracias a todas las personas que asistieron. Y si no tuviste la oportunidad de contribuir, aún puedes mandarme tus comentarios a través de correo electrónico. Y además te invitamos a seguir nuestras nuevas redes sociales para estar al tanto de todo nuestro contenido en español. Nos encuentras en Instagram y Facebook, @TV8 Conexión Latina, o nuestra página web tv8vail.com/Conexión Latina. Recuerda que puedes sintonizar toda la programación de TV8 a través del canal 92 de Comcast o nuestra página web tv8vail.com. TV8 is excited to continue making progress to our Spanish programming. We recently had a successful event at our studio where we collaborated with community members to develop ideas for the future of our Spanish programming. So thank you to everyone who came out. And if you didn't get a chance to contribute, you can still send me your comments via email. You can also now follow our new Spanish social media accounts on Facebook and Instagram @TV8 Conexión Latina, or our website tv8vail.com/Conexión Latina, so you can stay up to date on all our Spanish content. Remember, you can also tune in to all of our TV8 programming on Comcast Channel 92 or our website at tv8vail.com.
Here at Sun and Ski Sports, we are all about having the best summer adventures. Our full-service bike shop is here to help you get back on the saddle with services ranging from simple tire changes, full bike overhauls, and rentals. If trail running, hiking, or trips to the lake are your thing, our expert staff will fit you in the best performing footwear or clothing. And don't forget about a relaxing day on the water with our stand-up paddleboard rentals. Call Sun and Ski Sports in Avon or Dillon today, or learn more at sunandski.com/CO.
Hello everyone, I'm Raisa Pascal.
And I'm Andrea Jackson. Welcome to Life, Love, Shopping. Have any personal stories you can share?
Do I? Yes, I do. So even though you work for...
Some good deals, too good to miss on Flash Deals now. Check this out.
Studies show spending time outdoors can help with depression, lowering blood pressure, and overall health and happiness.
Join us on the Leadville Railroad. This fun-filled train ride takes you and your family on an unforgettable trip through the heart of the Rockies for a half-day trip of adventure, relaxation, and sightseeing. Enjoy the spectacular Colorado scenery. Even meet the engineer. Book your adventure on the Leadville Railroad today at leadvillerailroad.com.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail. Now, we have covered all things yoga. We've talked about mindfulness, how you can rest your body, how you can stretch your muscles. But part of that is also getting outside in nature, consuming good food, and just being out and about in the social environment. Let's take a look at this Vail Vibes with Avisha as she explores the Minturn Farmers Market. I got paranoid for a second that my mic wasn't on.
Hi friends, and welcome to Vail Vibes. I'm Avisha Scarborough. Today
Avisha.
we are in Minturn, a place that many refer to as the last small mountain town around.
Pour one
and
out,
we're going
man.
to check out their amazing makers market.
So good.
Walking along Main Street in Minturn, I took in the idyllic charm of this former railroad and mining town.
Feels like it has community, it has a small town character. We definitely get visitors and tourists, but it's not a resort.
But don't let the small town spirit fool you. Many of these artisans here are nothing short of world class, and many have worldwide impact.
I know. I
Tia
sit there and I'm
Woven
like, how do
Goods,
these people
founded
like
by
decide that,
Simbala
hey,
Jumay,
I'm going
has
to try that,
improved
and
the
then they all of a
lives of
sudden make
hundreds of
stuff.
women in Ghana by employing them to weave these baskets. Cedric Bolton is her nephew, and he helps his aunt at several farmers markets a week.
Our mission is to empower these women to stand on their own 2 feet,
to feel like they can support their families, to empower them to, move forward and feel like they're thriving members in society.
Sunstone Jewelry and Knits also empowers women.
They're made by single mothers in Kenya so that they can be employed and provide for their families.
And Palden Hester, who's originally from Tibet, has a family-run business. This is her mom, who she said started making jewelry while exiled in Nepal. When coming to the U.S., Palden says she saw many similarities between Tibetan and Native American jewelry.
I thought Tibet is only one who wears a lot of turquoise and coral, but then I saw a lot of Native people wearing jewelry too, same colors.
With so many inspiring handmade items, customers said they love shopping here.
That bracelet.
Because it makes an impact.
It is, yeah, so they're real fruit.
Some of these products were made with imagination.
Straight into the flame.
Some were made with skill and courage. And others were made in loving memory of a dear friend.
He was such a cool kid, and his mom just came and spent 2 days with me.
What makes these items truly one of a kind are the people behind them. And soon, there will be a lot more to look forward to.
Starting next week, we have about double the size of vendors, and we'll extend all the way down in this same general area, but we'll extend further down, and we'll have a food court with food trucks and lots of food vendors. And we're also adding a kids zone this year, which will have tons of kids activities. We're going to have a bounce house, a mechanical bull, face painting, and a build your own stuffed animal station, and we'll have the climbing wall back from Eagle Climbing and Fitness. And we're also doing some kids' story times this year, too.
The Minturn Farmers Market will be held every Saturday morning in downtown Minturn until September 2nd. For TV8 Vail, I'm Avisha Scarborough.
Good Morning Vail.
When you're in Vail, you're in vacation mode, and you need a flexible home tour experience that fits into your schedule. We've transformed how you view and buy homes in the Vail Valley. With immersive, cutting-edge technology, you can explore properties 10 times faster. In our lounge, we guide you through this digital world on a 16-foot screen where you can imagine your next home in comparison to your favorite recreational spots. Say goodbye to multi-day home tours and hello to a quick stop between your other plans. That's the power of the immersion theater.
Welcome aboard. Bobby Laurie and Nikki Noya have your ticket to everything you need for an on-the-go lifestyle. Grab your boarding pass. It's time to jet set.
Did you know that all Eagle County residents and visitors can get a free Eagle Valley Library District card? All you need is a photo ID. You get our online databases and resources, free music, free streaming, all from wherever you have internet access. Free audiobooks and e-audiobooks straight to your phone. Go into your Eagle Valley Library District branch today and get your library card.
Nap Harvest, your local marketplace for fresh, locally produced products. Our indoor farmers market is open 7 days a week, featuring locally grown organic produce, prepared meals, honey from our Nap Nectar hive, furniture, cutting boards, and much more. We source and sell locally grown and produced products from the Vail and Roaring Fork Valleys. Visit us at our new location in Eagle Ranch, 717 Sylvan Lake Road, next door to Color Coffee Roasters.
Eyepieces of Vail has been a fixture in the Vail community for over 30 years. From designer frames and sunglasses to high-performance sports frames, prescription goggles, and in-demand accessories like helmets, goggle lenses, and foldable reading glasses, our inventory raises the optical bar. Visit one of our 7 locations today and see why generations of loyal customers return time after time for our unmatched service and inventory. Eyepieces, the art of vision.
Good Morning Vail.
Welcome back to Good Morning Vail and the TV8 Weather Center. Let's take a look at that local forecast. 57 degrees when you're getting up today. Going to warm up to just 74 degrees. Going to be a beautiful day out there. 50% chance of precipitation. Be careful if you're out on the mountain or outside doing things. Chance of thunderstorms moving in this afternoon as we look at Vail by the hour. That 4 o'clock hour is when we're going to possibly see some of those storms sweep through the valley. So make sure you're geared up outside with your outdoor weather gear in case you're hiking or biking on the mountain. The I-70 corridor, very mild coming through, 85 degrees in Denver, 74 in Vail, 77 in Avon, 79 in Eagle. And again, some of those thunderstorms kind of coming down through the valley there. Tonight, going to be a nice low 55 degrees, 40% chance of rain, and maybe a little bit of a repeat of what we had last night with some of the thunderstorms rolling in a little bit later in the evening to cool things off for those evening time hours. Now, as we look at the 5-day forecast, 70s all the way through. Going to be beautiful weather all week long. Partly cloudy. Chance of maybe some rainfall, precipitation coming through tomorrow and Friday. But then Saturday and Sunday, things are looking beautiful. And I think we're going to have a nice week to enjoy.
Well, I am thrilled that we are 70s across the board over the next 5 days. It's going to be wonderful, great weather.
It is nice and mild. And again, that rain just really has a good way of cooling things down, soothing the soul, especially when we talk about it on a Wellness Wednesday.
Wellness Wednesdays are always so good for the soul. We did lots of yoga.
Lots of yoga today. We had Nevada Lee take us through showing us the poses, the ways to stretch out. In case you've got any sports injuries, he mentioned he broke some bones, and that's a good way to kind of get that range of motion back in without heavy impact.
And Liz just looked so relaxed as she walked through the poses.
I think after that segment, she went and took a nap because she was done. She was nice and relaxed.
Nice and relaxed.
Yeah.
And then speaking of relaxed, self-care with Glitz and Glam and Gretchen is always great. And then Avija at the Minturn Farmers Market.
All the great things here in the valley. And again, as we looked at the weather, I think Saturday is going to be a perfect day for that Minturn market.
It really is. And then, get out and about and go to the Vail Farmers Market on the next day. It's going to be great.
That's right. Well, great show today with you, Kim. We talked about a lot of good wellness topics. Get out there and use them so you can be at your optimal performance.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See what lies in store for you. There's so many things to see and do. Summer, winter, spring, or fall. Your home in the Rockies has it all. So get up, get ready to start your day. The coffee's brewing, you're on your way. The fun is waiting outside your door. Good morning, Vail.
Are you looking for exciting and nutritious recipes to cook at home? Watch Colorful Cooking with